morning, guys. Today is Saturday. It is February 19th. Welcome to our yoga practice this morning. Let's make sure we've got a nice, quiet space, feeling nice and comfortable and able to focus for the next hour on our breathing and our movement and just kind of resetting ourselves. We'll start with some relaxation. So let's go down onto our backs. Allow your arms to rest at your sides, palms open to the sky. Just close our eyes and start to breathe deeply in through the nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage on the inhale. And exhaling out through the nose as well, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. While we're breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose, just become aware of your face. Take some time to relax your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Breathe into the muscles of your neck. And then bring awareness and breath into your arms, and let's breathe from our shoulders out to our fingertips. Guiding our breath and awareness into the legs, we breathe from our hips down to our toes. And then let's focus the breath and awareness on the spine, so we breathe from the top of our head. Let your breath travel down your spine, weaving itself in between each segment. And then feeling it flow right out of the tailbone. Let's roll our head gently to the right and breathe into the left side of the neck. Come back to neutral and we'll turn our eyes to the left and breathe into the right side. And then we turn to that neutral place. From there, let's inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale behind us. And once there, reach out through your fingers, push out through your heels. Stretch your body super straight. And then let everything go soft. Inhale the arms back up. And exhale, return them to your sides. Once there, let's pull our left knee in as close to the body as we can. And then begin to point and flex our left foot. Change that to an ankle roll, slowly going around and around. And then let's reverse. And then allow your foot to rest there. And I want you to feel the belly button tightening, and let's bring the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat so your nose actually is pointing at your knee. And then roll yourself back down, and we'll switch legs. So bring the right knee all the way in, send the left leg out onto the mat, flexing and pointing our right foot, changing into that ankle roll, leading with your big toe. And then reversing. And then allowing your foot to rest. Tighten the belly. Press down through the back of your ribs and round the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Roll back down. And let's bring the left knee back in. So now I've got both knees tucked in super close. Shoulders stay relaxed. We're going to add a few rocks side to side, massaging either side of our spine. And then come back to a neutral and circle your knees around and around. Massage through lower back. And then we'll go the other way. And then just keep the knees tucked in nice and close. Tighten the belly once again. Press down through the back of the ribs. Bring your nose towards your knees. And release back down. Now let's flex both of our feet. Spread our toes out as wide as we can. Scrunch them up really tight. Stretch them wide. Scrunch up tight. Stretch wide and scrunch up tight. And then just let your feet relax. Let's cross our ankles. Use our second and third fingers to hook around our big toes on each foot. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs, shoulders, neck, and head come off the mat. And then on the next exhale, using that belly, we roll up. And once we're upright, we're in our Taylor style position. Let your hands rest on your knees, palms open to the sky. Feel your shoulders falling away from your ears. And then let your chin drop against your chest and breathe into the back of your neck. Inhale, lift the head and tip back to open the throat. Exhale again, chin goes into the chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open your throat. Exhale, chin to chest. And inhale, lift, tip back, open your throat. And then let your head return to that neutral place. Let's spread our fingers out really, really wide, like we're pressing through the palms. And then curl your fingers in tightly, making a fist. Stretch them open really wide. Curl them in tight to make a fist. Once again, opening wide. And then curling in to make a fist. And then we'll just let our hands relax. From there, while we're sitting tall and straight, begin to turn your eyes to look over that right shoulder. Come back to neutral and we'll turn our eyes to look left. Come back to neutral and let your chin drop to your chest. Tip your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop the chin and tip towards the left. Drop the chin and again tip right. And then while we're there, place your right hand just above the tip of your left ear and push your left palm into the mat. Towards the sky, reaching high. And let's do a little side stretch off to the left, turning our right palm to the sky. Inhale, lift back to center and let that arm float down. Now let's inhale both arms up towards the sky, fingertips meet. And exhale, float back down. Inhale again, reaching high. And exhale back down. Once more, inhale, reach high. This time let your palms draw together and come right to heart center. And then let your hands return to your knees. And drop your chin to your chest. Tipping left ear to left shoulder. Placing left hand just above the tip of the right ear. And then pushing that right palm into the mat. Extend the left arm high to the sky. Side stretch off to your right. Inhale back up. And exhale, let that arm float down. Once it's down, let's roll our shoulders from back to front. Turning into some larger arm circles until we have really, really big arm circles. And then we're just going to stretch both arms out as wide as we can. Press out through the heels of your hands so your fingertips point towards the floor. And then neutralize your wrists and rotate so your palms face down. And then let your fingers just kind of dangle down. And then once again, let your palms open face to the sky. Rotate your palms to face forward and start to let your hands come together in front of your body. Once they meet, let's lace our fingers, push our palms away from the body, and then lean a bit forward without lifting your tailbone. Now let your hands float down, let your shoulders round, and let your head drop. And one vertebra at a time, we slowly come up. Returning to our seated mountain pose and breathe. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale as the body goes soft, and we can transition onto hands and knees. Shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. Foundational hands, fingers are wide spread, hands turned in slightly, pressing through second, third, and fourth knuckles on both hands. Let your navel drop as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart for cow. Exhale, scoop the belly, and let's round out for cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, round cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. Return to that neutral spine. Keeping the belly button nice and tight, push out to the heel of your right foot. Extend the left arm forward and let your left palm turn towards the sky. Exhale, back down, and we'll switch. Sending the left leg back, push out through the heel, add the right arm forward, turning right palm towards the sky. Exhale, lower, we'll switch again, extend and reach out. And lower, switching again, extend and reach. And exhale back to all fours. Once there, let's separate the knees, keep the big toes close together and push way back with your tailbone. Allow your chest to drop through your knees and your forehead to rest on the mat. Palms opening towards the sky as we're reaching towards the end of the mat. Flip your palms over, foundational hands, toes tuck under. Lifting our tailbone, we're back up into downward facing dog. And I want you to feel your ribs pulling towards your thighs while your head drops to your arms. And you feel the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals. Let's nod the head yes. Gently shake it no. And then just let it hang freely. As we walk our dog, lift and lower each heel individually. Raise up your heels and press them back down. Try again, raise your heels and press down. Inhale yourselves into plank. Belly button is firm, buttocks is relaxed. We're feeling a stretch from the top of our head, extending out through the heels of our feet. Press back up, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Modify to your knees. As you start to lower your body, elbows are opening. Your chest comes down, then your hips come down, your elbows tuck in. Lengthen the spine and rise into cobra. Exhale, going back down, elbows are opening. They tuck in as we inhale and rise into cobra. Exhale again, elbows opening. And then elbows tuck in and inhale, rise into cobra. Now exhale all the way back into extended child's pose. Turning those palms towards the sky and again really stretching along the sides of your body. Flip the palms over, return to your foundational hands. Toes are tucking and we return to downward facing dog. Let's inhale ourselves into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. From there, let's take the right leg, extend through the heel, and begin to pull that heel towards the sky, creating three-legged dog. Take that right foot and step it between your hands. We want to make sure that our knee is stationed over the ankle. We've got a long stretch from the top of our head out through the heel of that left foot. While we're here, let's take the right arm and just extend it alongside your right ear. We'll bring the hand back down, sink the left knee to the mat, press through the top of your left foot. And now let's reach both arms high to the sky for Crescent Moon. Arms are opening wider and wider. We neutralize our spine and hinge forward, bringing us into a little airplane. and then letting our hands return to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. We're back into our lunge. We're stepping back with our right foot into plank. Exhale, lowering our bodies. Inhale, rising into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the left leg, extend through the left heel, start reaching towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Send the left foot between the hands, bringing us into lunge. Left knees over ankle, eyes looking out, pressing out through the heel of that right foot. While we're here, let's take the left arm, extend it alongside your left ear. And then we'll bring that hand down, sink the right knee down, press to the top of the right foot, and start reaching to the sky, Crescent Moon. Arms are opening nice and wide. We neutralize our spine and start to hinge forward, bringing us into our airplane. Hands release to the mat. We tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, send our left foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering the body. Inhale, lengthening and rising into cobra. Exhale, toes tuck. We're back up into down dog. Inhale again into plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, let's roll up. Reaching high to the sky. And then exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into the heart. Inhale, extend to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, rising into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, melting down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into the heart. Inhale again, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Let's cradle our elbows in the palms of our hands, forming a loose frame around your head. And just let your upper body rest against your thighs. And bend your knees as much as you need to. Go ahead and release your fingers to the mat. Step back with your right foot into runner's lunge. Once you've got yourself positioned in lunge, start lifting upper body into your high lunge. And then see if you can add your arms overhead for Crescent Lunge. let your hands return to the mat. Once there, let's push our weight forward onto the left foot as we stretch our left leg straight and extend the right leg behind us, hip level. Meanwhile, our hands form a tripod with our left foot. We can stay in tripod balance, or we could align our left thumb with our left pinky toe. Start opening the right hip and then extending the right arm towards the sky. And there's our half moon balance. Exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. And then let's all start to bring that right knee in towards the chest. And as we do that, go ahead and bend your left knee. And then we'll step the right foot in. We've got our toes close together, our heels apart. Pulling your knees closer together, begin to lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears, and that becomes our chair pose. Now let's inhale and rise from our chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, rise again. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Again, let's cradle the elbows in the palms of our hands, forming that loose frame around the head, really letting go of the upper body. And then let your fingers release to the mat. Giant step back with that left foot into our lunge. So once we've stabilized our lunge, let's start lifting up our body into high lunge. And then adding the arms overhead for crescent lunge. Exhale, let's fold forward, hands return to the mat. Push your body weight forward onto that right foot. As you're straightening your right leg, we extend the left heel behind us about hip level. Hands form a tripod with that right foot. You can remain there or align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Start to roll the left hip open and then add that left arm towards the sky for half moon. Exhale, left hand down if it's lifted. And then let's all start to bend the left knee, bringing it in towards your chest. And you can bend the right knee also. And then step the left foot down so your toes are close and your heels are apart. Knees remain bent and they're pulling together. We're lifting ribs away from our thighs, adding arms alongside our ears. And there's our chair pose. Inhale, rise from your chair. And exhale, hands to your heart. Try again. Inhale, extend to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Giant step back with our right foot. Returns us to our lunge. From there, let's walk ourselves around so we end up in a straddle, facing the wide edge of our mat. Adjust your feet so they're a little wider than your hips. You've got your toes and your heels out. You can keep your knees as bent as you need to, pressing down through your palms. Let's inhale with our flat back looking out. And then exhale, let the elbows bend to the forearms. Drop and breathe. From there, let's press down into the palms, let the arms push straight. Slide your left hand over so it's centered beneath you and then push on it with your right hand. Next, we inhale, right arm out to the side. As we exhale, revolve with the waist, and that takes us into our twisting straddle. let's exhale that hand back down. Once it's returned to the mat, proceed to walk yourself around so you're in runner's lunge, facing the back end of your mat. Once there, go ahead and push your left heel down, turn your left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel, and let's start lifting upper body, keeping our hip bones facing our forward foot. Let your arms reach to the sky. And there is Warrior One. Now let the arms open. Let them hook together behind your back. As they're hooking together, start to pull down a little bit. Let your throat open, let your head tip back a little bit. And then let's inhale, neutralize the spine. And as we exhale, start to hinge forward. Let your ribs come really close to that front thigh. And then see if you can extend the arms higher to the sky. As we inhale, start lifting up. And once we've made it upright, let your hands release and open wide. Now start pulling your right leg straighter and straighter without locking. We're going to rotate our upper body, and now we end up in our 5-pointed star, facing that wide edge of our mat. Feel that long stretch going across that heart center, extending out through your fingertips. Let's lower the left arm so it's alongside our left thigh, and then reach that right hand high to the sky. While we're extending and reaching higher and higher, let's do a little side bend to the left. And you can actually turn that right palm towards the sky. Let's come back up and return to 5-pointed star. From there, let's turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch. Keep our hip bones facing the wide edge of the mat, and bend the left knee. Looking out over that left hand, we've made it into Warrior Two. Stretch the left arm a little farther, lift the left, lower the right. Left palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Let's bring the arms back into Warrior Two. And then pull that left leg straight without locking. And then let's rebend. Again, we'll pull it straight without locking. And rebend. Once more, we pull it straight without locking. And we're going to take our right hip and start pulling it right as we're extending the left arm away from our right hip. Go as far away as you can. Once you can't go any farther, go ahead and lower your left and lift your right. Feel your body opening and pressing against that imaginary wall. Breathe into that triangle. From there, let's bend the right elbow and place the back of our right hand against our lower back. Make sure that you're still keeping that right shoulder towards the sky. And then bend your left knee. And you can either rest your forearm on your thigh, or you could be reaching your left hand to the mat. So here's our preparation for bound angle. We can stay that way, or we could bind ourselves by simply passing the left hand behind us, using your right hand to grab hold of your wrist, or threading that left hand through the legs, letting your hands hook together. And remember, we're still keeping that right shoulder pointing to the sky with our eyes gazing up. Let's take one more inhale in our bound position. On the exhale, go ahead and send the right hand back up. Return your left hand to where it was. And then as we exhale, let's revolve upper body. Once there, we're going to return to our runner's lunge. Push down into your right palm, open your left arm to the side, and then exhale, revolve at the waist, reaching towards the sky for twisting lunge. Exhale, that hand comes down. Step back with your left foot. We've got a nice sturdy plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. We're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. Stay there, or you could insert a push up. And then exhale, back up into down dog. Go ahead and step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward. Toes are in, heels are out. We inhale and roll up. Reach high and touch the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale again, extend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Stepping back with our right foot brings us back into lunge. And then from there, we walk ourselves around, bringing us into a straddle, facing the other side of our mat. Once there, we've got our shoulders over our hands, we've got our toes and heels out slightly, bending our knees as much as we need to. Inhale into our flat back, and then exhale, melt down. And see if you can feel yourself releasing just a little bit farther. And then from there, go ahead and push down into your palms. Arms get straighter and straighter. Let's inch that right hand over so it's centered beneath us, and then push on it with your left hand. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting straddle. Exhale, the hand comes down. From there, proceed to walk yourself around into that runner's lunge, facing the back of your mat. And then we're going to push the right heel down, and I want you to align your left heel with the back of your right heel and start lifting up our body, bringing us into Warrior One. Let's open the arms. Let them hook together behind the back. Pulling down, opening the heart, opening the throat. And then coming to more neutral spine as we hinge forward, pulling those ribs closer and closer to that front thigh. And then seeing if you can lift your arms a little higher. And then as we inhale, let's start lifting up our body once again. And once we've made it back up, extend the arms nice and wide. Pull that leg straight and then start to revolve so we end up in our 5-pointed star. Toes are in, heels are out, feet a little wider than our hips. Outstretched arms, palms facing the sky. Now let's lower the right arm down towards the right thigh. Extend the left arm high. And then begin to side bend to your right. Feeling that deep stretch going all the way along the left side of your body. We'll inhale back to neutral. And then let your arms reach out. And we're back in our star. From there, let's turn our right toes to face the end of our mat. Align the right heel with the left arch. And then simply bend the right knee, moving us into Warrior Two. Extend the right arm a little farther out. Reach the right arm up as you lower the left, turning right palm to sky, reverse warrior. And then we'll bring our arms back into Warrior Two. And let's pull that front leg straight. and then rebend. Again, we'll pull straight and rebend. Once more, pulling straight. And once we're there, let's start pulling the left hip to the left and reaching that right arm far, far away from the left hip. Once we can't go any farther, send the right hand down, extend the left arm high to the sky. Feel as though you're pressing against an invisible wall behind you. Let's take one more inhale in that triangle. On the exhale, we're going to go ahead and bend that left elbow. So we've got the back of our left hand pressing into lower back. And then bend the right knee. And either place your hand on the mat or your forearm on your thigh. Keep rolling that left shoulder open to the sky. We can stay like that or pass the right hand behind you. Let your left hand grab hold of your right wrist. Or we could send the right hand through the legs, let your hands hook together. And again, we're still pointing left shoulder towards the sky. Taking one more inhale. On the exhale, extend the left arm back up. Return your right hand to where it was. And then exhale, begin to revolve upper body. Let's bring ourselves back into a nice sturdy lunge. Push down into that left hand. Inhale, right arm out to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist, taking us into our twisting lunge. Exhale, let's bring that hand down. Send your right foot back into your sturdy plank. Exhale, lowering the body. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, toes tuck, and we're back up into down dog. Inhale again into your plank. Remain in plank, or you can insert a push up. And then exhale back up into downward facing dog. Go ahead and step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Toes are in, heels are out. And then let's inhale, roll up. Reach high to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let your arms extend at your sides. And bring yourself into standing mountain pose. Now from standing mountain pose, begin to shift your weight into your left foot, into your right foot, and find a focal point for your eyes. Fixate on that spot. And then see if you can take your left ankle and just place it on top of your right thigh. So now your legs have formed the number 4. Let your hands press together at your heart. And then see about bending that right leg. So it's like you're sitting in a little chair with your legs crossed. So while we're still in our little chair, just uncross your legs. Toes touch, heels apart. Let's begin to rotate, rotate, rotate off to the right. And then let your left elbow set itself on the outside of your right thigh. And then as we exhale, let's untwist. Let your fingers return to the mat. Begin to straighten your legs. And then we'll slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Extend and reach to the sky. And then let your arms float down. And let's return to standing mountain pose. So now we're ready to try that same thing on the other side. We've got our focal point. We can feel our belly button pulling in tighter and tighter. We begin to shift our weight into our other foot, and then place the ankle on the thigh. Let your hands come to your heart, and then see about bending that standing leg. So it's like, again, you're sitting in a chair with those legs crossed. And while we're still in our chair, we can uncross our legs. Got those toes in, heels out, knees pulling closer together. Start rotating at the waist, off to your left, and then see about bringing that right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. As we exhale, let's untwist. Let your hands reach towards the mat. Go ahead and start straightening those legs. And then from there, we'll inhale and roll up one vertebra at a time, reaching high to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's inhale again, extend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out, and exhale, sink deeper. Let's step back, right foot, left foot, and hold onto your plank. Keep your right shoulder over your right wrist. Let's turn to the side, and that forms our side plank. Modify if you need to the side of your knee. Come back around into your full plank. Once there, just let your right foot lift a little bit off the floor. It doesn't have to be high. And then from there, we're going to bring the right knee to the mat. Extend the left leg behind us as you push out through the left heel, and then reach the right arm forward. While you're here, see if you can lift your right foot so it's not helping you balance. And then go ahead and bring the right hand back down. While we're keeping our left leg lifted, let's curl the right toes under and see if you can press up into three-legged dog. And then let's bring the left foot down so we return to downward facing dog. And then let's inhale ourselves into plank. Once we're back in plank, we're going to position left shoulder over left wrist this time, opening towards the sky. There's our side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. And then let's come back around into our full plank. Lift your left foot, doesn't have to be high. And then just set the left knee down. Extend the right leg out behind you, add the left arm forward. There's our spinal balance, and then while you're there, see if you can lift that left foot so it's not helping you balance. And then bring that left hand and left foot back down. Tuck the left toes under, press up into three-legged dog. And then we'll bring that foot down. You've made it back into downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and walk our dog a few times. And then let both of your heels press down. And we'll inhale ourselves into our plank. Now once we're in plank, we're going to lower really, really slowly until we're all the way down on the mat. So we're going to lower in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then once we're down, let your body kind of melt into the mat. Extend your arms out alongside your ears. Breathe. Try reaching a little bit farther with your left arm and your right leg. And then let's lift away from the mat. Bring that down and we'll switch. Extending a little farther with the right arm and the left leg. And then adding your lift. And lower back down. And then arms and legs reach out together. And lift. And then while you're up, see if you can open the arms out wide. And let your arms come down alongside you, urging your fingertips down the sides of your thighs, stretching out to the top of your head and the tips of your toes. And then proceed to melt all the way into the mat. From there, let's place hands under shoulders. Keep your elbows close to your body, pressing through the tops of your feet and your hip bones, pulling out through the top of your head. Start rising. And then we're going to push all the way back into that extended child's pose. Breathe. And then let's take the left arm, thread it through the right armpit, and let your body just kind of sink down into that shoulder. We'll bring that arm out and we'll switch. And then bring that arm out and just stretch a little bit longer. And then let's bring the hands closer to the knees and lift your upper body away from the mat. Come around. Let's start out with our legs extended in front of us. Hands on either side of our hips. Start to walk your hands forward. Push back through your tailbone. Let your upper body melt against those front thighs. And then we'll slowly peel our way up. And then once we're up, let's keep the left leg straight. Bend the right knee, but place the bottom of your right foot against your inner left thigh. Hands on either side of your left leg. Start to fold forward. And then we'll inch our way back up. And rotate a little bit to the right now, so you're going to start to hinge forward between your bent knee and your straight leg. And then we'll slowly come back up. And now let your left hand start to travel down the inside of your left leg towards your left foot, sending your right arm high to the sky. And then simply side stretch even farther to your left, letting your right palm face the sky. And then we can inhale our way back up. And once we've made it up, let's place our right ankle on our left thigh and use our right hand to push on that inner right thigh. So we're going to really breathe into that right hip. And then from there, let's lift the right leg. And we can either thread our arms beneath that right calf and draw the leg in that way, or you can take the bottom of your right foot, place it against your upper left arm, let the crease of your elbow hug around the outer edge of your foot, and then just use the other arm to hug that leg even closer. So we want to make sure when we're doing this that we're not sickling our ankle, we're not rounding our shoulders. We want to really breathe into that right hip. And as we exhale, Let's release that leg. We'll stretch it out straight. Place both hands on either side of our hips and melt down into that forward fold once again. And let's inhale back up. And now that we're up, we'll keep our right leg straight. Bend the left knee this time, placing the bottom of your left foot against your right inner thigh. Hands on either side of the right leg. We're folding forward. And let's inhale back up. Move a little bit to your left, so now you're centered between bent knee and straight leg, and come forward. And let's inhale back up. And then once we've made it up, we'll place our left ankle on our right thigh. Use your left hand to push gently on that inner left thigh till you feel some resistance in your hip. And then from there, we're going to lift that left leg. And remember our choices. We can thread the arms under that lower portion of our leg, or we can take the bottom of our left foot, place it against the upper right arm. Crease of the elbow wraps around. Make sure we're not sickling the ankle. Keeping our spine as straight as we can. And really breathing into that hip. And then as we exhale, let's go ahead and release. And this time we're going to stretch both legs out straight, but let's take them wider. Think about pushing out through the heels of your feet, keeping the spine nice and long. We're going to start inching forward. And we want to think about pulling the belly button down, not the head, because if you can get your belly button down, your head's going to follow. Want to make sure we're lengthening our spine the whole way down. And let's come back up. I think I forgot to do our side stretch on the one side. So go ahead and just, let's see, which way do we have to go? We have to inch our right hand down towards our right ankle. Send our left arm high, do that little side stretch. And then we'll rise back up. Good, and let's bring the legs back together. And let's place our hands so that our fingertips are pointing right at our gluteals. Pressing down through some good foundational hands. Feel that belly button pulling nice and tight, and then start to pull your hips off the mat. Pressing down through the bottoms of your feet. We're just easing ourselves up into a reverse plank. And then as we exhale, we can inch ourselves back down. And then once we've made it down, let's rebend the knees. Place your hands behind your thighs. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Continue to hold that belly button tight. Find your balance on your tailbone. And then begin to lift your feet. Stretching your legs as straight as you can without rounding your back. And then see if you can add the arms. And we'll start to slowly open. Pressing into the mat once we're all the way down. Stretch your body really, really straight. And then feel your body go soft. Let your arms float back up and return to your sides. Next, let's bend both the knees. Keep your feet flat. And toes turned in, heels out slightly. Enough space between your gluteals and your heels that when we start peeling up into that shoulder bridge, we feel lots and lots of activation in the buttocks and the hamstrings without feeling pressure in the neck or in the quads or the knees. See if you can pull your left knee to your chest and extend that left leg towards the sky. And then you can bend that knee, set your foot down, and let's switch legs. And then let's bend that knee, set your foot down. Press your hips a little bit higher. And then inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, let's begin to slowly sink back down, one vertebra at a time. Once we've made it all the way back down, we're going to tuck the knees in tight to the body. Do a couple knee circles. And then let's go the other way. And then we can rest our feet back on the mat. Let's open our arms wide to the side, and we're going to drop both of our knees to the left. Take them as far as they'll go without lifting your right shoulder. And then see if you can stretch your legs out straight, pushing out through the heels of your feet. And that's our belly twist. Let's rebend the knees. We can bring them back to our start position. And then start to drop them off to the right. Again, taking them as far as they'll go without lifting that left shoulder. And then try stretching your legs out straight. And then go ahead and rebend. And we'll bring those knees back to that neutral place. Once there, let's pull the knees back in tight to the body. Begin to separate your knees, but keep your big toes close. And then start to press your knees even wider and let the soles of your feet meet. While we're doing that, we're pulling our heels closer to the body. And then we'll separate our feet. Let's keep the knees bent. We're going to push up through the bottoms of our feet and pull down with our hands. And then go ahead and rock and back and forth a few times. And then you can just remain in a neutral place. Let's start extending the legs straighter. And then seeing if we can open them wider. And then start to pull the legs closer and close together overhead. Pushing out to the heels of those feet. You can release one leg slowly. It's going to float all the way down. Once it makes it to the mat, let's release the other leg. Same thing, it's going to float slowly all the way down. And then once it's made its way all the way to the mat, I want you to tense just the muscles in your legs. So really push out through the heels of your feet. The only thing tense are your legs. And then let your legs go completely soft. And then do the same thing with your arms. So they're at our sides. We're simply stretching from our shoulders to our fingertips. And only the arms are tense. The rest of the body is soft. And then let your arms go soft. And continue to breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your nose. Guiding your breath around your body. Seek out any spaces that remain tense or tight. I shall pass through this life but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness I can show, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall never pass this way again. Let us send away all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart and a grateful heart and a hopeful heart, spreading random acts of kindness wherever we go. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. I thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you feel renewed and refreshed and relaxed. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Be safe, be healthy, and be kind.